Welcome back. We're joined once again by Dr. Michael Nadorff from the Psychology Department at MSU. Dr. Nadorff, again, thanks for being here.
Awesome being here. Thank you.
He's here to talk about a sleep study that you guys are doing that's connected to the pandemic. Explain what this is.
So this is a real neat opportunity. So we are one of approximately 20 countries. So we are the U.S. representative, and there are 20 other countries around the world that are doing the same survey, just translated in different languages. And what we're doing is trying to understand the impact of the pandemic on sleep and on health. And since we have so many different countries, we can also look at the different ways that those countries reacted to the pandemic and get a sense of what impact that had, so that, God forbid this happen again, we have a better sense of how we can help and what we should and shouldn't be doing. And so our initial study was actually back, early summer of last year, so early summer 2020, and we got a lot of great data from that. This study, so many people have had COVID now, and there's so much you hear about long COVID, but so little we know about it.
Right.
So in this study, we're really hoping to get a sense of, comparing those who have had COVID to those who haven't, to get a sense of what are the long-term impacts on sleep and on health and all those factors. Just because, for those that are struggling, we don't really know what to tell you. We don't know what long COVID is yet. And so it's one of the first studies that's really trying to get at, what is that and how does it look in different countries?
And I know that you're just now doing this study, but from what you know on psychology, what are some of the things that you feel like would have an impact from the pandemic on sleep? I'm sure that anxiety's got a lot to do.
Oh, absolutely. Anxiety is huge. Change of sleep schedule is huge. That's, when the pandemic first started and everyone had funky dreams about the pandemic and, a lot of those anxiety, but also that was when we were working from home, so many of us changed our sleep schedule. We started sleeping in later, and that actually has huge implications for dreams.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of our REM sleep is actually the second half of the night. So when we do that, sleeping a little later into the morning, we're actually going to have more dreams because of that.
Interesting.
So little changes like that can actually have huge impacts on our sleep. And we can have this collective experience that we had where, why are we all having these funky dreams? It's because we all changed at the same time.
Okay. It's interesting to see that come together. Do you feel like fear may be a factor too, as far as people maybe not getting enough sleep?
Absolutely. Anxiety is a huge thing, and anxiety is also one of the main things that keeps people from sleeping. It's those thoughts in your head that you can't turn off. So certainly, especially as this has gone on, understanding the role that those thoughts and those worries are having, and looking at who has had it where those have done better, who has had it where those haven't done better, is really helpful too, so we know how to help.
Right.
So it's a really neat opportunity to be able to help us get the information, represent the U.S., but get the information we need to be able to figure out how can we help people worldwide that are dealing with the pandemic.
Right. Now, how can people sign up to be a part of this sleep study?
If you'll just go to msusleepstudy.com, they'll link you directly to the Qualtrics, which is just an online survey, and you can do it all online. Not going to call you, not going to bug you. It's all there, but we would greatly appreciate your help on it.
It's really easy to do, and this is, again, information that could help long-term down the road.
Absolutely.
All right. Dr. Nadorff, is anything else that you'd like to add about it?
The last thing I'll say is we've actually already had several publications out of this. I think right around 6 publications have already come out from our first study.
Wow.
So we are very quickly working on publishing these works and getting them out to the medical community. So it is one of those things that you can do and very quickly have an effect on actual treatment and care.
A lot of information there. Dr. Nadorff, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be right back.